Millions gather here today, drawn to a glowing green dome in the heart of the desert. This is Al-Masjid an-Nabawi, a sacred sanctuary radiating light across Medina's skies. Beneath these towering minarets lies the resting place of the Prophet Muhammad himself. From a simple courtyard to a massive complex, it remains a beacon for the Islamic world. How did a humble desert gathering place transform into this sprawling architectural marvel? It is the second holiest site in Islam, welcoming millions of devoted pilgrims every year.
The mosque holds the Rauda, a small piece of paradise placed right here upon the earth. Prayers offered in this magnificent space hold incredible weight for every devout Muslim. Its iconic green dome stands as a global symbol of faith, history, and spiritual devotion. And for 14 centuries, it has been the pulsating heart of Islamic scholarship and unity. Situated in Medina, it lies surrounded by the harsh but beautiful Arabian desert landscape. Volcanic mountains cradle the city, offering natural protection and a rugged backdrop. Beneath the scorching sun, the fertile oasis provided life-sustaining dates and fresh water. This strategic location made Medina a vital hub for ancient caravans and early trade routes. Before the mosque existed, this very land was just an open courtyard for drying fresh dates. Two young orphan boys, Sahel and Suhail, originally owned this small, quiet plot of earth. Palm trees swayed gently in the wind, providing rare shade for weary travelers passing by. Mud brick homes belonging to local tribes slowly expanded around this central, open space. The air was thick with the scent of dust and the sounds of bustling, nomadic desert life. This unassuming patch of ground would soon become the most important real estate in history. Upon his migration to Medina, the Prophet Muhammad himself chose this exact sacred spot. His faithful camel, Qaswa, was set loose and naturally knelt right upon this humble ground. The Prophet purchased the land from the orphans, ensuring a fair and deeply just exchange. He worked alongside his companions, moving heavy stones and mud bricks with his own hands. Together, they built the first humble walls, singing poems to keep their weary spirits high. In the 7th century, the Arabian Peninsula was deeply fractured by endless tribal wars. The Prophet's arrival in Medina brought a revolutionary treaty, uniting warring factions. This new mosque became the political headquarters for a rapidly growing Islamic community. Treaties were signed and crucial alliances were forged within these simple mud brick walls. It served as a peaceful sanctuary and a strategic command center during turbulent times. More than just a place of worship, it was the ultimate center of learning and rich culture. The Suffa, a shaded area, housed poor scholars who dedicated their lives to holy study. Here, the foundations of Islamic jurisprudence and spiritual traditions were first laid. It became a refuge for the destitute, offering shelter and food to anyone in desperate need. The mosque forged a profound cultural identity that would eventually sweep across the globe. The early Muslims desperately needed a central gathering space
to establish their new faith. It was built to align early believers in unified prayer, facing toward Holy Jerusalem. Later, the direction of prayer dramatically shifted toward the sacred Kaaba in distant Mecca. The structure was designed to host community meetings, resolving disputes among local tribes. It provided a safe platform for delivering weekly sermons to guide the growing congregation. This was the beating heart of Medina, blending religious devotion with everyday civic duties. It was a living monument, entirely dedicated to the principles of equality and brotherhood. The original design was breathtakingly simple, completely devoid of grand, ornate structures. It measured roughly 35 meters long, featuring a large, unpaved, open-air courtyard. 3 simple doors provided access, welcoming worshippers from the bustling streets outside. The Prophet's modest living quarters were built directly adjoining the eastern exterior wall. A shaded canopy was carefully erected on the northern side to protect against the fierce sun. This minimalist layout became the ultimate architectural blueprint for all future mosques.
The earliest foundation was constructed using rough, unbaked mud bricks and simple field stones.
The humble roof above was crafted simply by laying woven palm fronds across a lattice of branches. During heavy desert downpours, rain would freely leak through, turning the earthen floor into muddy clay. As the young community rapidly swelled, the second caliph, Umar, initiated the first necessary expansion. The third caliph, Uthman, dramatically transformed the structure, replacing mud bricks with carved stone and mortar. Rough palm trunks were cast aside, replaced by elegant stone columns bound together with strong iron clamps. A roof of beautiful, imported teak wood was installed, signaling Medina's rising status and wealth. Decades later, the Umayyad Caliph Al-Walid tore down the old structure to build something truly monumental. He brought skilled Coptic and Byzantine craftsmen from across the empire to embellish the new sanctuary. For the very first time, breathtaking gold mosaics depicting trees and nature adorned the Qibla wall. This massive Umayyad expansion introduced the first tall minarets, rising proudly over the 4 corners. Most significantly, the Prophet's sacred resting place was formally incorporated within the mosque's walls. A unique, pentagonal outer wall was constructed around the tomb, designed so no one would mistake it for the Kaaba. Centuries passed, and the Abbasid caliphs continued the grand tradition of expansion and beautification. Scholars, pilgrims, and travelers from across the ancient Silk Road flocked to the flourishing city. Cool, stunning marble was imported and laid upon the floors to comfort the feet of millions. In the 15th century, the Mamluk Sultan Qaitbay erected the very first dome over the Prophet's resting place. Originally, this historic dome was built of wood and painted white, and later a striking purple-blue. However, tragedy struck in 1481 when a devastating lightning strike ignited a massive fire. And much of the grand complex was reduced to ash and charred rubble, requiring immediate salvation.
The entire Islamic world rallied, and Sultan Qaitbay led an unprecedented reconstruction effort to restore its glory.
By the 16th century, the mighty Ottoman Empire took custodianship of the holy cities in the Hejaz.
Suleiman the Magnificent left his royal mark, constructing a breathtaking new prayer niche, the Mihrab Suleimani.
Master calligraphers spent years painstakingly inscribing beautiful Quranic verses along the Qibla wall.
In 1818, Sultan Mahmud II ordered the crumbling dome to be completely rebuilt in solid stone.
And in 1837, it was painted its now legendary vibrant green, a color forever etched in history. The early 20th century saw the Hejaz Railway bring thousands of pilgrims directly to the gates of Medina.
With the establishment of the modern Saudi state, King Abdulaziz initiated an era of colossal transformation.
Electric lighting flooded the sanctuary for the first time, banishing the ancient shadows of oil lamps forever.
Surrounding historic neighborhoods were carefully demolished to accommodate an explosion in global pilgrimage.
Deep trenches were dug, pouring thousands of tons of reinforced concrete to support the massive new vision.
In the 1980s, King Fahd launched the largest single expansion in the history of Islamic architecture.
Towering new minarets pierced the sky, rising 105 meters above the desert floor. Engineering marvels were added, including incredibly heavy sliding domes that silently open the roof to the heavens. In the vast piazzas, hundreds of gigantic mechanical umbrellas bloom like flowers to shade the worshippers. Hidden within ornate pillars, powerful air conditioning units pump cool, refreshing air into the sweltering desert heat. Today, millions arrive on jumbo jets and high-speed trains, making the journey in hours rather than months. Inside, the sea of red carpets parts only for the sacred Rhoda, uniquely marked in profound green. Fleets of modern cleaning machines glide silently across the blindingly white marble to maintain absolute purity.
Endless streams of blessed Zamzam water are trucked in daily from Mecca, cooling the parched throats of millions. During Ramadan nights, the courtyard overflows, becoming a breathtaking ocean of illuminated devotion. From above, it appears as a glowing jewel, a massive beacon of faith, visible even from the edges of space. Men and women of every race, nation, and language stand shoulder to shoulder, absolutely equal in prayer.
Visitors walk reverently past the golden grills, delivering their personal greetings of peace to the Prophet. Beautifully crafted golden calligraphy spells out his names and attributes, shimmering in the ambient light.
As the sun sets over Medina, a profound quiet settles over the city, despite the millions present. It is a peace that transcends time, echoing the simple, quiet courtyard built 14 centuries ago. An unbroken chain of prayer has resonated within these very boundaries, day and night, without pause.
Amidst the sprawling marble and towering concrete, the green dome remains the undeniable heart.
Al-Masjid an-Nabawi, a journey from dust and palm fronds to a beacon of light for the entire world.